Welcome back to Passionals 3.0, the podcast where the topics are random, the arguments are chaotic, and the points they mean everything. As always, my name is Sergio. I'm the main co-host for today, and I'm joined by Robert and Miguel. How's it
What's
going?
up? Good, good.
Just here, chilling, eating some canes.
Some Raising Canes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at least you're in where we're from. There's either you can go to Raising Canes or there's a Boss Chicken.
Or famous
Personally,
days.
I prefer Raising Canes. I don't know about you guys.
Boss.
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 I had boss on Friday. That shit smacked with some mango habanero sauce. You gotta get the tender spicy as well. Amazing.
Yeah. I just love it for the seasoning. I feel like they don't skimp out on seasoning, and I'm a big flavor guy. So, Boss all the way. I have them on speed dial.
We
That's
gotta
good.
have the chicken guy on speed dial now.
Oh, I think I've had it once, I want to say. Is that the one with
Oh,
like the really spicy stuff?
no, the one that we went to Orlando, bro.
Oh.
The chicken
Oh,
guy.
true, true, true. Yeah, yeah. Actually, chicken guy up there too. But we don't have one nearby, so
I know,
yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. Well, with our mandatory weekly chicken talk out of the way,
We
we
should make that a segment.
I know.
We're moving on to our hot take segment.
For today's episode, I'm gonna lead the guys through a anime trivia quiz. Now, I think it's pretty much agreed that I'm like the resident anime manga guy here, at least the most knowledgeable.
Hmm.
So today I want to find out who's gonna be like my backup. Who's gonna be the Jerry Rice to my Joe Montana, my Pippin to my Jordan. I feel like this is important information to find out. That's what we're gonna find out. Now, last episode, I think I won, so we'll see who wins this episode. And but before we get to our main topic, anybody want to start us off with what we've been up to this past week?
I could take the lead on this one. Well, Robert choose. It's been pretty chill. Work wise, it's just been kind of wrapping up some of the final projects. So it's been pretty good. But I did start Andor. It's a Star Wars show. Really, really good. Still on season one, and I've been really, really blown away with it. I've heard really good things about it, and I've been really pleasantly surprised. Diego Luna, who's I guess like the main protagonist in it. I mean, he eats, bro. Like Diego Luna is such like a talented actor. So like seeing him kind of in a new universe and stuff like that, it's been really he's been doing really really well. And I forgot the name of the actor, but he's Ben Grimm uh, in the Fantastic Four. He's like the new actor. He also comes out in the Bear. I'm blanking on his name, but he also comes out in the show. And so it's really really good. It's very political, so I feel like it's like a nice kind of like easy way to get into Star Wars. Um, but it's cool. The world building has been really good. And then SummerSlam was this weekend, so I was actually just watching last night's matches. They were really good. Pleasantly surprised. The first couple matches were slow. They were like tag team matches, and I think those like historically can be kind of slow. But it definitely picked up towards the end. Yeah, it was fun. It was in New Jersey, so I think that's where our World Cup's gonna be. So hopefully the energy isn't the same for the World Cup. Just because I wasn't impressed by the fans in this like main event. Like they've been really really slow. Like a lot of the times the wrestlers would kind of have to hype them up, and I think that's kind of a problem with like U.S. fans. Is that like I think we're more casual viewers, and like I've noticed like in main events or like in other like sporting events, like whenever it's like an international game or outside the U.S., the fans are way more electric like in a Mexico game, like for a soccer game, there's like always somebody on fire. It seems like in Europe, soccer goes crazy. I feel like, and in wrestling in France or even Saudi Arabia, the matches have been like electric. The the fans will know all the songs. It's been really really cool. So honestly, a little bit let down. Hopefully, by the time the World Cup kind of comes around and the Olympics, we can kind of pick up our energy here in the states. Just because it's been kind of slow.
I feel like the only
Like
sport that they're actually like hyped about is only football. I feel like
yeah.
that's the only sport that people actually go ham in. I don't know why other sports don't have that same traction when I think they're way better than football. There's a lot more. I guess maybe if you're comparing football with soccer, like the actual play time is kind of low compared to other sports, but still
Mhm.
soccer has more hyped fans, like you were saying, outside of the states. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's tough, like comparing both sports, because kind of like you said, like I think there's a back and forth with soccer. Same thing with like basketball, is like there's constant action going on. But yeah, maybe it's because football is like about big moments. I guess you can say like there's always like there seems like there's more big plays because it happens less. It's more infrequent, I should say. So everything kind of feels bigger. But yeah, no, I get you. The fans. Hopefully, we can pick it up. But yeah, other than that, just been chilling, enjoying the weekend. What about you,
What about
Robert?
you, Robert?
Um, I don't think much. Been playing Marvel Rivals with Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but besides that, the wife and I finished Demon Slayer, so she's now all cut up and ready for the movie in September when it comes out.
Hey.
Um, yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't have anything else going on.
Did you
My
settle on a
week's
favorite
been,
Hashira?
I think for now it's still the snake one. I forget his name. It's like, I don't know. I forget it.
That
Serpent.
would be
Is it
okay.
Serpent? Serpent
Hashira.
Hashira?
I mean, best Hashira is Stone Hashira. That's all I know.
Obani Iguru. Oh yeah, my wife was pissed about his origin, like his backstory.
Really? Why?
They showed it already?
Yeah, it came out in this last season.
I remember.
It's when he's talking to Tanjiro. Tanjiro was trying to move the boulder,
Um,
and I think it's after he had completed it, but he comes over and he starts talking to Tanjiro, and he's saying like he's a different kid than the other kids that he was teaching because he was a teacher before. And then it goes into his like backstory of what happened and how he ended up in jail and meeting the master.
the serpent one?
No, not the serpent, the stone
Oh, the
Hashira.
stone.
The stone Hashira, yeah.
It's a good backstory. I don't know why she didn't like it.
No, no, she liked it, but I think what
Oh,
happened, like how it happened to him, that the little girl thought
I
that,
see.
he killed everybody and massacred everybody,
Yeah,
but it really wasn't him.
that's Hashira.
And you, Serge, what you been cooking with?
For me, I finally finished the Fellowship of the Ring, which is the first book in Lord of the Rings. For this one, like I've already been saying, I didn't read it. I just did audiobook by Andy Serkis.
Mm-hmm.
And like just like before, he's a really good narrator. I was really impressed, given that I guess it's not like what he does is a profession, since he's an actor first. But yeah, I mean, he does good voices, he good pronunciation, like the expression of emotion, of like tense moments, emotional moments. He does it really good. And I mean, overall, I give the book a 4 out of 5, which for me is a really good, because I think that's honestly the best way to describe it. I thought it was really good. Um, I guess the reason I couldn't go higher is because it's something called show don't tell, at least in like books. Usually I don't really care that much for that, which is more like instead of just telling lore, telling what's going on, you kind of show it through like actions or stuff that happens. And I guess this time it actually was something that affected my score a little bit because a lot of his telling comes in the form of songs or poems. And sometimes those songs or poems go like they're really good. And sometimes they're like, okay, let's get back to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, also, I think I prefer the movie, at least for the first one, more than the book. But still, overall, I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? My favorite chapter is the one where Gandalf is talking to Frodo about the ring, like right after Bilbo dips. And they're trying to like, he gives like the whole lore, which we don't really get in the
Mm-hmm.
movies. It was really cool lore about like dragons and like only how they can like melt the rings, but there's not really dragons anymore. It was really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Besides that, I started a new book because like I think I'm reading like 4 books. So instead of resuming those, I just started a new one because I have problems. This one is called yeah. This one is called The Forgetting Moon by Brian Lee Durfee. This one I'm actually not too sure too much on the plot because I specifically avoided it. I just kind of know the like it's fantasy. It's like epic fantasy, like its own world, kind of like farm boy, multiple POVs, like prophecies, a little bit more grimdark. That's all I really know. It's like more flowery prose, which means like more, I guess, fancy prose. And so far, I'm like 4 chapters in. It's been really good. I feel like the guy does a really good job of describing settings and like places. Like you really feel like after he's done describing something, you really can't picture it in your head. But I think is really good. And so far, I mean, he's already hinting at these little things that the main character may have like special about him. Interesting as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading more about that one.
Ooh.
And I mean, besides that, the only other thing is Miguel and I and some other friends of ours. not including Robert because I know he's not really into it. But we're starting a D&D campaign, so I've been working on that one. Kind of working on the story. I think I have everything finished. Like I have the whole story planned out. Not specific things, but I have kind of like the checkpoints, the main stuff that has to happen, and exactly what order and if it does happen is obviously up to the parties' choices. But I at least have like the main checkpoints that should be reached eventually or somehow. So I'm
Mhm.
excited about that as well because we'll probably start within a week or two.
Yeah. And Smite 2, I know right now I think it's in beta, but we've been playing a
Uh,
lot of that too.
that's right.
Um, and it's been tricky getting back into because I think it's very similar to Smite, the first game. But like for me personally, I'm like at a bit of a crossroad because I'm like, do I learn how to play it on keyboard or do I continue playing on a controller? Because I have both. I used to play on controller, um, but it's like new mechanics. Like they kind of refreshed the whole thing, so it's been interesting. But I feel like they should have at least released more playable gods that you can play as because I think like they just have one per role. So they have like a tank, they have a carry, they have like a mid, a jungle, and all that.
And by that you mean that like for new players, like you only have one per
Yeah,
role.
yeah, and I think they should release more. Just because if you're gonna be rolling out a new game, kind of like that, you want to give them access to more playable
At
characters to
least
learn different
at least
mechanics.
two per role. Because I thought,
Yeah.
especially when it's not like a new game, it's Smite 2.
Hmm.
And me and Miguel, we played it a lot before, so we already had all the gods, we had a bunch of skins, and none of that transferred over. So it at least would have been nice if we had more than one god per role. I agree.
Yeah, I mean the cosmetics are the cosmetics. I mean it's kind of like
Mm.
that with like most things where it's like I know it's like that in like Warzone and stuff like that. They're always coming out with new things and new cosmetics. Sports games are the same. So the cosmetics are one thing, but I think it's more of just like the experience. Like I'm tired of playing Neath. If I want to play carry. So yeah, but it's been fun. It's been good. I think Smite One kind of holds like a special place, at least in my heart. I loved playing it. So we'll see if Smite Two can kind of hopefully live up to that.
Mm.
But the community, I don't know. The community is interesting. It's a very competitive game. It's kind of like League of Legends, but like third person, I think. So yeah, it can get toxic. It can get heated sometimes. They're long matches, but it's fun. So it's been good to get back on that.
And speaking of League of Legends, I actually forgot some sad news, not good news, at least sad to me, because I've been playing the mobile version, Wild Rift with League, probably for like half a year now. I played a lot. Right now, I'm like Diamond 3, I think. I usually play carry. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try it on my computer because I have a MacBook. I don't have a PC because I got a MacBook for school. I was like, I'll just try running it now that I'm finishing the program. And if something happens to it, it's not that big of a deal, I guess, even though nothing should happen because it can run it normally.
Hmm.
But I tried it and like the point and click move and aim system is complicated as hell. And maybe it's because I've always been a console player and never a PC. But I always thought that you point and click to move the character, but you somehow aimed. Maybe actually, I don't even know. But just because I know most games are WASD for movement, and then you kind of aim with your mouse. But with League, it's you move with your mouse and you also aim with your mouse. And with the left hand with the keyboard, that's where you're using like your abilities, your items. A button's also for auto attacking. You think you have to press A to click it and then aim, and it's so complicated. I was like, I can't do this. You know what I mean? I was pretty sad. I tried it for like 2 hours and then literally made my brain hurt. And I was like, maybe I'll try again in the future when I get that itch again. I was like, I gotta get into League, the PC version. Now I know there was some leaks recently, like 2 months ago, of a WASD movement coming. I don't know if that leak will hold true, but if it does, then I'll definitely try it again then. 'Cause like I said, at least with the mobile version, I'm really into it. Like I'm into all the champions. I'm into like the lore, obviously the gameplay and everything. So if they bring that WASD movement, I'll be there for sure. I don't know how good I'll be. At least I know the specifics of how mobile works, what every champion does.
Hmm.
But I don't know how much it'll translate from mobile to PC.
Yeah, mobiles are fun. I think in general, it's a fun game mechanic. I think even
Yeah,
though the games are pretty much uh pretty much
super
set.
cancerous.
There's yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But like the game itself is very fundamental. You just try to destroy a tower before your enemy just tries to destroy a tower. But I think the nuances in the game, the team up abilities, the what's the word? The communication that needs to happen for a team to beat another team is I think what makes the difference. So it's fun. They're fun games.
I agree. By the way, I'm a Misfortune Ezra Varus main. case anybody was wondering. Those are my go-tos.
Oh,
All right.
also
So,
before
go ahead.
one more side tangent. In about like an hour or so, I'm actually going to be on my way to go see the new Fantastic Four movie. So very excited about that. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna go watch it with my brother and my dad. So yeah, just have a good old fashioned movie day with the boys. I'm super excited for the movie. I've stayed away from all spoilers, so just happy to see it with some fresh eyes. So
Good movie.
mhm.
All right. Well, any last things before getting to our main topic?
Fuck Jerry Jones.
I mean, that's an unspoken given since me and
Michael
Robert are
Parsons.
Cowboys fans, but it's a painful experience to put it kindly. All right. So, like I already said at the beginning, for today's episode, I'm finding like my go-to backup for anime and manga. And like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of a question trivia based, and I'm gonna go ahead and start us off with Miguel, and then with these, I'm not gonna show the questions or the answer choices. I'm just gonna read them out. So once I read out all of them, Miguel will give his answer. If he gets it right, gets a point. If he doesn't, Robert has a chance to answer correctly. If he doesn't, we'll go back to Miguel and then back to Robert since there's four answer choices. And
Okay.
then both of you have the same number of questions to answer, and at the end, we'll tally up the scores and see who's the winner for this episode.
Sounds
Perfect.
good.
Now, my questions range. Now, Miguel and Robert, they've watched a certain amount of anime, so most of my questions revolve around what they've seen, but some of them revolve around popular known stuff that they should know, or at least should in the terms of, yo, at least you know it now. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
For
yeah. Ah.
Yeah. All right. And then it'll range from hard questions to easy questions. So it's the whole gambit.
Let's get
All
it set
right.
All
up.
right. Miguel, for your first question, like I said, I'll read out the question, the answer choices, then you answer.
Sounds good.
All right. What famous pirate crew from One Piece does this ship belong to? With the ship being the Moby Dick. The Straw Hat Pirates, the Whitebeard Pirates, the Roger Pirates, or the Roronoa Zoro Pirates?
I'm gonna go with what was the white pirates? White beard?
Whitebeard Pirates.
I'm going with the white beard pirates.
And that's your official answer?
My final answer.
All right, well, that is correct. The Moby Dick
Wow.
is the Whitebeard Pirates. So
Wow.
good job. Also, funnily enough, the questions I chose, they're stuff I probably have brought up in the past because I talk about One Piece a lot. So also, hopefully those context clues from the past will help you guys because
Yeah,
they're there
I
for
think
sure.
I think my reasoning behind it is because I know Naruto's crew is the Straw Hat Pirates, and I don't think
Luffy's.
Luffy's. Sorry, did I say
Uh,
Naruto? Oh shit. Luffy's pirate crew. I know they're the Straw Hats, so I was like, I don't think their boat would be called the Moby Dick. So I ended up just going with Whitebeard. Whitebeard seems like it's like a white whale. Seems like an old timey ship name. So that's kind of how I
True.
made the connection. So I was like, Moby Dick, Whitebeard
mm,
seems
Huh.
seems
well,
seems hand in
there you
hand.
go.
I
It's a
mean,
good connection to
whatever.
make because, yeah. All right.
It's a guess.
So there we go. So already Miguel's up to a good start if I say so myself.
I'm about to
All right.
just completely chalk it.
I know. All right. So for the second question for Robert, like I said, it's gonna go from easy to hard. It ranges all over the place, but I try to keep it about the same amount for the both of you.
We have the power of editing.
Yeah, it's just me and you, Mikey. I think we lost our third guest. So now we'll
What
just
would
chop
you have
it up.
guessed?
I honestly, the only thing that I knew was like the Straw Hat Pirates. Like that's
Mhm.
the only thing I knew. I didn't know anything else, so I probably would have gone with Straw Hat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what the ship is called for any of
Yeah,
them.
it didn't feel right to be called the Moby Dick. Like for that to be like your flagship, like thing. I feel like they would have come
True.
up with a new
Like a
name.
better name for like the main characters.
Yeah, maybe it's something lame though.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm wrapping up my prints.
Your
I showed the in-laws the heart that I made for them. They loved it.
nice.
It was really really nice. We took a picture, or they took a picture of it. Yeah, it was nice handing that out. Yeah, so then just gotta finish my furniture prints, and then I know I was
And
gonna work
that's
on
it.
another print project soon.
All right. So Robert, for your question, like I said, the level difficulty ranges all over the place, but at least you guys should have like the same amount of easy and hard. For your question, Robert, who is the first person to be killed by Light Yagami in Death Note? Okay, so I'm gonna go through the names: Tako Shihumura, Naomi Misura, Kyosuke Higuchi, Kuro Otohadara.
Damn. The first person that Light kills. Who was it? Can't even remember who it was. All right, can you give me the names again? I'm gonna go with C.
Kyosuke?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Miguel, would you like to give this one a try?
Yeah. I guess thinking a little bit about like the question or the show. I think the first person he kills is like a serial killer, right? It's
Yeah,
like he's
I
like watching it
believe
on
so.
TV. I'm feeling D. I'm gonna go with D.
Wait, B or D?
D as in dog.
So Kuro Otohadara?
Yeah.
That is correct. And like you said, he is a criminal, the first person he uses the Death Note on. Good job.
Seems like a scumbag name. Sorry for anybody named that, by the way. That might be listening.
Yeah,
A Japanese
whoever's
audience.
out there, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, Japanese audience out
There goes there goes our Japanese audience. No more.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a hot take. Man.
All right, Miguel. What famous manga debuted in 1984? Sailor Moon, Akira, Dragon Ball, or Yu Yu Hakusho?
I don't know if it was that early. Right away, I'm thinking Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball. I know Dragon Ball was big like in the 90s.
Do you know what Akira is?
Akira, I think, is a movie. I'm not sure if it was a show though. But I do know
I
of it
mean,
as a.
it was a manga, probably a show at some point, and movie. So it's like
Oh,
a
just
whole.
the manga. It's not like
Yeah, like
animated
when did the
series.
manga come out? Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dragon Ball just because I feel like if I don't guess it and I whiff on it, then it'll hurt my soul. So I'm gonna guess Dragon Ball just to hedge my bets either way.
All right, so you are correct. Dragon Ball came out in 1984. It was to a really good start if I say so myself. My
He's coming
goodness.
for that first place.
I know. All
True.
right, Robert, for your next question, who is Guts' from Berserk famous adversary? Adversary. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Adversary.
Johan, Liebert, Hisoka, Griffith, or Esdeath?
I've heard you only say two names from that thing, and the
Yeah,
only other
I've said
name
this
that I know,
before.
the only other name that I
Yeah.
know is Griffith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm locking that one in with Griffith.
All right. So you are correct.
Hey.
Griffith is the famous antagonist, adversary, villain in Berserk, and I mean he's truly up there in terms of like how good he is as a character and like how bad the stuff he does directly impacts Guts. Definitely one of the best villains that exists in the game. All right,
Good guess.
Miguel,
Or
for your
good
next
answer.
question. Yeah. What famous character uses the Rasengan? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey D. Luffy, Gon, Jiraiya, or Ichigo?
Jiraiya feels like a name from Naruto. I think Ichigo's from Bleach. Luffy is from One Piece. I'm gonna go C.
That is correct.
Hey.
Bro, you are cooking right now with these little context clues you're coming up with yourself. Because I know
What is it,
I feel
bro?
like Naruto was like too obvious.
Yeah.
So I kind of
I was
included
waiting for
his.
Naruto.
Yeah, and Jiraiya's kind of the one that taught it to him.
Mm.
But yeah, good job. At least he. All right, Robert. For your next question, which Jujutsu Kaisen character uses the move known as the Boogie Woogie? Okay, Mahito, Toji Fushiguro, Aoi Todo, Megumi Fushiguro.
Damn, I don't even remember this move. The boogie woogie.
Really? The
Yeah, I
Boogie
don't.
Woogie.
I'm having
So-
trouble remembering it too.
Yeah, so here's my thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. I started
Uh-huh.
it. I started watching it. I got like halfway done, and then it took me a whole year to come back to it and finish the other half. So I don't. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna go with Give me Bravo.
Toji Fushiguro?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Miguel, what is your answer choice?
What are my
Again,
options again?
Mahito, Toji Fushiguro, Aoi Todo, Megumi Fushiguro.
I'm gonna go with A. I feel like no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna go A.
That is incorrect. It is
Damn.
not Mahito.
I know I got a 50-50.
All right. So your two answer choices left: Aoi Todo, Megumi Fushiguro.
Give me Aoi Todo.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It is the Besto Friendo guy. Since you know where he claps and they swap
Oh yeah,
places. That's the
yes,
Boogie
yes.
Woogie.
Oh,
Mm.
I didn't know
Mhm.
that's what it was.
Yeah. But there you go. Aoi Todo. And again, if I mispronounce something, it's to be expected. I don't speak any Japanese.
Isn't
So,
that guy like also like pretty goated?
like as a character, what do you mean?
Yeah, like as a character,
I mean, like good character, strong character. What do you mean exactly by goated?
strong,
Overall,
like a strong character.
he's up there, but he's not up there. If that makes
Okay.
sense. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a level or two below like the top tier ones. All right. I believe Miguel's next, correct? Miguel, there is a very famous website that a lot of people refer to when trying to see like what's the top list, what's the most popular stuff. It's known as
Uh-huh.
My Anime List.
Uh-huh.
Some of you may have heard of it. At least I'm talking about you two. Maybe you haven't. Anyways, what is the highest rated anime in My Anime List? Again, this is a very big website used by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So the options are Free Ren, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Code Geass, or Monster.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm in like another conundrum. Ruby's favorite anime is Code Geass. I've heard really good things about it. I've also heard really good things about Brotherhood too. But I'm gonna go with Code Geass for for my fiance.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Can you
Robert,
give me the options again? Yeah.
Free Ren, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Code Geass, and Monster. Again, this is anime, highest rated.
I'm gonna go with Full Metal Alchemist just because I know those have like a lot of that's like a huge fan base.
That is incorrect.
What the hell?
Oh. I'll phone a friend. Ruby's right next to me. Just
I
kidding.
know, right?
No.
Do you need the do you need the answer choices again?
It was Free Ren.
Mhm.
And what was the other one?
Monster? Or what'd you say?
Monster. See, I
Free
wouldn't
Ren,
even know.
Full Metal Alchemist, Code Geass, Monster.
I feel like maybe I've heard Monster in passing. Then again, none of them honestly sound familiar. So I'll just go Monster for the 50-50.
That is also incorrect.
Oh.
Robert, do you have an answer choice?
Oh, shit. Give me A.
All right, so it is Free Ren. So
Free
Free
Ren?
Ren, I've watched it. It is really good. It's more like more like a. It's not like action shonen. It's not like a sports one. It's like a fantasy setting, and it's kind of more like mellow, like chill vibes type of anime. You know what I mean? It involves like the main character is this female elf who is basically immortal, and it's kind of like her journey of like living forever and never really, as a result, like never really coming to value things or people like on a fundamental level because for her it's like to them it's their whole life, but to her it's only like 1% of her life experience. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
So now it kind of transitions to kind of now she's starting to try and learn how to come to appreciate people, the time she spends with them, because to them it is their whole life.
Hmm.
So it's like a it has really good like messages and themes, and it's kind of like again like chill vibes anime, but it also has some really cool moments because she's also like super strong.
Mhm.
So yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Cool.
At least I'd recommend it to Ruby Miguel. I think she would enjoy that one. She hasn't seen it. She would definitely enjoy it.
I'll tell her right now.
All right, Robert. Now we did anime. What is the highest rated manga in my anime list?
Shit.
The answer choices are Slam Dunk, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, and Berserk.
What was the first one? Just the first one?
Slam Dunk.
Slam dunk. Damn, I feel like I have a 50-50 of getting this right between two. Just because Surge. I'm gonna go with One Piece.
That is incorrect.
Back.
But actually, let's see what One Piece is at because it's actually really interesting now that we're at it. Because it isn't. Let me see. But that is a good guess, honestly. I feel like it's number 4 right now.
Oh wow.
All right. So again, highest rated manga in my anime list: Slam Dunk, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Berserk.
I'm gonna go with Berserk. D.
All right. So Berserk is number 1, and it's rated a 9.47,
Oh wow.
Wow.
and it has 760,000 reviews. At least that's what it seems like, or followers. I don't know. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
9.47. And for free run, I think it was like a 9.3. Pretty high scores if it has that many followers or reviews. But yeah, good job,
Mhm.
Miguel. All right.
I think, like Robert said, it's a 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, manga. In terms of manga, I think Berserk is my favorite manga, and also either that or One Piece are the best written when you're going like more like just objectively the quality. Slam Dunk is a basketball one, also really good. I've read this one; it's amazing, solid. Like Hunter x Hunter is also really good. That one's more popular. Usually the anime is the one people go into, but yeah. All right,
Hmm.
Miguel, which Dragon Ball character killed all members of the Ginyu Force? Frieza, Krillin, Vegeta, Piccolo, or
Uh,
Piccolo.
I'm gonna go with Vegeta.
Vegeta is correct.
Yeah,
This one
Goku
was
wipes the
for.
floor with them, but Vegeta gets the down kills.
All right, good job.
Mhm.
All right, Robert, what is the name of the outermost wall in Attack on Titan?
Ah, shit.
Wall Rose, Wall Maria, Wall Cinna. The outermost wall.
I'm gonna go Wall Maria. I feel like that's the one that's most mentioned, so I'm going Wall Maria.
That is correct.
Yes.
Hey,
Very nice.
I had no idea.
That's like the only one that I remember. Like it just kept coming up. I didn't know if it was the last one, but just solely because it was like the one most mentioned, I was gonna go Wall Maria.
All right, Miguel, you're up next. Which manga holds the record for the highest sales of all time, or most sales of all time? Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer, One Piece, Attack on Titan.
Mm,
Damn, those are all really like solid,
yeah,
solid,
yeah.
solid.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna go with One Piece only because of the longevity, the consistency of it. And I think in terms of just manga, I think it might be more than Dragon Ball even. But I'm gonna go One Piece.
You are correct. One Piece is the highest selling manga of all time. And from what it seems like, in about 20, 30 years, it's probably going to pass Superman in terms of all time sales for comics
Oh
and
wow,
like worldwide. So, yeah. And I think at this point, it's been going on for like 25, 6 years. So it's
that's
going on for a while.
crazy. I think it's
Yeah.
crazy that like the author has like well, you said like it's really good writing that he's able to sustain that good
Yeah.
writing for like over a long period of time.
And
Mhm.
it's super impressive because with the manga authors, like they're releasing weekly chapters and it's like nonstop work. Because I don't know if you guys know, but actually, like some manga authors have died from like the workload
Mm.
because it is can be heavy, or some people experience like severe back pain or like back problems, like the Hunter author. He can't really write anymore because like just years of writing has messed up his back. I think that's what it is. And he's
Wow,
actually married to the Sailor Moon author. Pretty
Oh wow.
good, interesting lore.
that's
All
cool.
right, yeah.
Next question.
Next question. I believe Robert is next. Robert, what famous anime uses devil fruits as a power system?
One Piece.
There you go. It is One Piece. All
And
right.
technically, Turles from Dragon Ball, he also uses a devil fruit.
That is true, Turtles.
That is
Mhm.
true. All right. Similar question. Miguel, what famous
Turles.
anime
All right.
uses stands as a power system? Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Black Clover, Bleach.
Mm.
Stands.
Stands.
I think I have an informed guess by no, I don't know. I'm gonna go JoJo because I feel like JoJo's about like making like music references all the time. I feel like Stans is like a very like Eminem reference, so maybe there's some kind of thing there. So
What's
I'm
it?
going.
Stand. Stand.
Oh, Stand.
With
Oh,
a
Oh,
I thought
D.
you meant. I thought
Stands.
you meant stands.
yeah,
No,
like Eminem.
stand.
Damn, that
Oh,
throws everything out. Then was one of them My Hero?
Hunter x Hunter,
Hunter x Hunter.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Black Clover, Bleach.
I'm still gonna go JoJo. Just because I feel like I've heard it in that context. So I'm gonna go JoJo.
So JoJo's is correct. And
Mm-hmm.
the context you probably heard of it is me and Alan, another friend we have.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it a lot. So you probably
Mm-hmm.
heard us talking about it. That's the one
Yeah.
where we say like it's a bunch of crazy stuff happens.
Yeah, no, they have
Yeah.
crazy names and abilities.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably up there with like the best power system in any anime or manga that I've watched or read for sure. It's really unique, and the author does a lot of really cool stuff because he can do anything you can think of, he can make it work into the stands. So it's really cool stuff.
Mhm.
All right, Robert.
I already
What
see
is
that
the
smile on your
name?
face.
Yeah, this is for the My Hero fans.
Ah,
What
fuck,
is
I've never
the
seen that.
name of the main character from My Hero Academia? Shoto Todoroki, Katsuki Bakugo, Ochako Ubaraka, Deku Midoriya.
It's Deku, isn't it?
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'm channeling my inner Fortnite. Because I
Yeah,
know they're in Fortnite, and the
that's what I was
Deku
thinking too.
Smash or Deku something was in Fortnite at the same time as
All right,
like the Kamehameha. So I'm gonna go Deku.
Yeah.
it is Deku. So
Hey,
Nice.
good
good
job
job.
using what you know to make the connection.
Yeah,
Now for
not
this one,
Fortnite
I
too.
think his actual name is Izuku, but everybody knows him as Deku, and that's like his hero
Oh.
name. So I went with
Uh-huh.
Deku to kind of make it easier for you guys. All right, Miguel. What famous anime involves two brothers losing parts of their body while trying to revive their dead mother? Made in Abyss, Monster, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter.
I've seen like the first, I want to say, episode of Brotherhood, and I don't know if they both lose because I know one of them's like his soul's like I think bounded to like the suit. Just because I think that's the only one I know. I think I'm gonna go Full Metal Alchemist. C.
That is
Yes.
correct. All right, good job. Did
Man,
you know
Miguel,
this one, Robert?
you're cooking. No,
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen any of those animes on that
Mm.
list.
I
All
the
right.
first episode was really good. I think I just lost traction with it. Like I think
It's a good anime.
other
Like I
things
said, I
came
mean,
up.
it's the second highest rated on my anime list.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
All right. We're going to test your Jujutsu Kaisen knowledge again, Robert.
Fuck.
What are the three major clans in Jujutsu Kaisen? With this one, the first two are the same for each one, but only the last one changes. So I'll say it like that. So the Gojo clan, the Zenin clan, and then the third option that's going to change is, so the first option is the Kumo clan, and then now the other ones, so it's either the Kumo clan, the Roku clan, the Tujin clan, or the Rieji clan. The three, what's the third major clan?
Wait, okay,
Now,
I don't think I'm understanding the question.
okay, then
So,
I'll say it like this. Okay, let me rephrase, okay? Besides the Gojo clan and the Zenin clan, what's the other major clan in Jujutsu Kaisen? I'll say it like that, okay?
Okay.
The Kumo clan, the Roku clan, the Tujin clan, or the Rieji clan?
I want to say I think it's the first one that you said.
Kumo clan?
Yeah,
Is that your official answer?
that's my official answer.
That is correct.
Oh, thank
Hey,
That was
God.
impressive. That's an impressive pool. I would
Because
have not have been able to answer that one.
it's because I have my boy Satoru Gojo as my little, what is it called, my mouse pad.
true.
Very nice. All right, Miguel.
Mhm.
What famous anime involves a power system where characters transform their swords using the word Bankai?
It's a
Yu Yu,
Shinju.
Hakusho, Black Clover, Bleach, Kingdom.
I'm gonna go with Bleach for my boy Edge. If he's, I know he's not watching, so he'll miss
That
the
is
shout out.
hilarious.
But I'm gonna go with Bleach.
Very good shout out because that's his favorite anime of all time by like a lot. And it is Bleach. That's like the word they use. And I mean, Robert just referenced it right now, so pretty easy to say that he would probably know this one. All right, Robert, for your next question. What is the name of the main villain in Demon Slayer?
Muzan Kubu something.
All right, I'll give it to you. Good job. My goodness. All right.
Yeah, I would have needed some answer choices for that. That's impressive. You just said it.
I didn't get Demon Slayer tatted on me for no reason.
All right, Miguel. What is the name of the famous villain group in Naruto? The Espada, the Akatsuki, the Phantom Troop, the Sensui Seven.
The Sensui 7 doesn't sound like it would be, but that's maybe why you would include it. I'm gonna go with B. I feel like it is Katsuki.
The Akatsuki.
Yeah, it feels like something that I've heard, so I'm gonna go B.
That is correct. It is the Akatsuki. They're the ones that have like the black robes with the red clouds. If you've ever seen that.
Oh,
my brother has like a whole Naruto sleeve, so
Yeah,
he'd
there you go.
get upset if I didn't get it.
All right, it is the Akatsuki. All right, Robert, this one's specifically made for you. What is Sunjin Woo's rank at the beginning of the anime? D rank, C rank, E rank, F rank.
He's an F rank, isn't he?
I don't know. Is that your official answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect. It is not F rank. Miguel, what is Sun Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, by the way? From
Yeah.
Solo Leveling, what is Sun Jin Woo's rank at the beginning of the anime? Episode 1. D
I'll
rank,
go.
C rank, F rank, E rank.
I'll go E rank just because Robert seemed kind of upset.
That is correct. He is a E rank, which is like the lowest rank you can be.
Yeah. I remember him being the lowest. I just didn't remember like the ranking
Yeah.
system.
All right. Good job, Miguel. All right. You're next, right, Miguel?
Yes.
All right. What is the name of the blonde girl in Death Note? Rem, Kiyomi, Misa, or Sayu?
Misa. C.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Misa Amane. I think that's her full name. Good job.
Mhm.
All right. So this is actually our final question that I have prepped for us. Robert, we're bringing it back to One Piece.
Oh shit.
What is the name of Luffy's devil fruit? The Quake Quake fruit, the Chop Chop fruit, the Gum Gum fruit, or the Chili Chili fruit?
It's the gum gum fruit because he's able to be stretchy.
That is correct.
Hey. Is that why
For
it's
some
called that?
little, the gum. Yes, we'll say that. Oh, that's all I'll say for now. Yes.
Okay.
Read to find out more. If you know, you know. Anyways, the Quake Quake fruit. That's Whitebeard. First answer. He is there's like earthquake, so he has or like the Rumble Rumble fruit. He's able to create like earthquakes, sea quakes, pretty badass stuff. The Chop Chop fruit. That's like cutting and slicing. The Chili Chili fruit. That's like ice powers. Also really cool. And yeah, but it's the Gum Gum fruit by Monkey D. Luffy. All right. So, like I said, those were all of our questions. I'm going to go ahead and put the scores, run it through my various algorithms, calculations, and Miguel's today's winner with a score of 12 and Robert 9, if that is
Damn.
correct.
Pretty close.
Or 13
Honestly.
to 9, actually. 13 to 9.
Mm.
All right. Well, good job. I mean, Miguel really,
He's locking it in
With-
these days.
yeah, especially with those more that obscure ones. He was able to pull them out of somewhere. I don't know where, but good job. All right, like always, loser speech, winner speech.
Yeah, I mean, some of the enemies I had never seen, but I mean, same with Miguel. He's never seen any either. So I think it was a pretty fair matchup. It just came down to some of those questions, both of us not getting them correctly and just having like a 50-50 chance. So I'll probably definitely have to go watch more animes than I have already to get more knowledge. But yeah, props to Miguel.
Thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of it was just through osmosis of some kind. It pays to be a listening friend. But yeah, no, it was a good episode. I learned a lot about different animes, different tier lists and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a good week. It feels good. I'm glad I guessed Code Geass. I saw Ruby's like expression turn, so we'll probably watch that. And what was it? Fenrun?
Free
Free We'll watch.
She's
Free
probably heard of it, so if she has, I recommend just committing and watching it.
Yeah, we definitely need a show. Just that's why I kind of started on Andor too, is because I'm like, it's Star Wars. I don't think she really get into that because I did want to start watching Loki, but I think she would want to watch that. So we'll wait off on that. But yeah, it was a good week. I don't know where the guesses came from, but they came from somewhere.
Or maybe it's time for you to finally get into Attack on Titan.
I think it's
about
time,
the
Mikey.
Walla Maria.
Yeah, Walmaria.
Yeah.
But don't they call it like they say it weird? I think in the anime they call it Walmaria.
Probably. I don't know. Not too sure. Because you watch it in English, right? The dub?
Yeah, I did.
All right, I watched it in Japanese, so maybe that's why I pronounce it like that. But again, I'm not too sure. It's been a while. All right, final closing statements. Robert, what is your favorite anime of all time?
Think right now it's Demon Slayer. Second, Attack on Titan. Third, I would have to go with Dragon Ball. Just because of I don't know. I mean, Dragon Ball was my first anime that I ever watched, but I think in terms of story and character development, I like Demon Slayer more. It's easy watch, especially if you're getting introduced to anime. I would recommend it for somebody who start watching that one. So Demon Slayer first. I mean, I have it tatted on me, so it has to be my favorite.
Miguel, what is your favorite anime of all time?
Dragon Ball for sure. I just think that the story, the characters, like they're just engraved in my childhood. I could watch it to this day and just find enjoyment out of it. Number two, probably Demon Slayer. Really, really, really liked it. And then three, Haikyuu. I forgot I had seen that anime.
Mm,
Just I was just watching because you were talking about I think Slam Ball or Slam
slam
Dunk,
dunk.
and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen Haikyuu. Really, really good. It's a volleyball anime. Saw it with Ruby. Really good characters. Kind of Dragon Ball vibes to there's like a rivalry that goes on. That kind of just striving for greatness. So yeah, those I guess would be my top three.
Well, for me, my favorite anime of all time is Naruto. Naruto Shippuden. It has,
Mm.
in my opinion, the best arc out of any anime ever. The pain arc. From the beginning of the arc to the end, it is literally like perfect. I mean, the villain is perfect. The pacing, the fight, the emotional moments, like best arc in anime ever. Now, my best manga, because at least I read manga as well. My favorite manga of all time is Berserk. Again, I've talked about it multiple times. Probably the best main character in like Japanese anime and manga. One of the best villains as well. Definitely top three easily. Again, like the action, the story, the villains, amazing stuff. And yeah, with that, I believe that brings today's episode to a close.
And your three?
Miguel was our winner. I think he's the scorer right now is 7, 6, and then 4 with Robert.
Yeah.
Um, and next week's host, I believe, is Miguel.
No, it's me.
Robert. All right. So we'll see what Robert has in store for us. And thank you to everybody who listened, and have a good one.
Bye bye.